Hello gobs and gremlins, welcome to my first ever reaction video. Today's reaction video is going to be learning about the terrifying things that live in the land down under. We're going to be watching a more Parz video teaching us about the freaky creepy crawlies that live in Australia.
Australia has a lot of spiders, but recently we found a new one, because of course we fucking did. And the new one is the most certified Australia moment I've ever seen.
Okay.
For a bit of context, one of the several thousand spiders.
So, by the way, I know that Australia is like fucking the home of like the big ass huntsman spiders. The ones that are actually like as big as like a goddamn frying pan or some shit. Like, those guys are big as hell.
We are home to is the Sydney funnel web. The deadliest
oh yeah,
spider
okay,
on
this
the
guy
planet.
super sucks.
Of course it's down here. Where the fuck else did you think you were going to find it?
Yeah.
These scary looking fuckers are
I hate these guys.
and can flatline you with a bite in 15 minutes. And if you think wearing
15
clothes will save you, be aware the bastards have fangs long enough to punch through shoe leather.
What the fuck? These guys got like flak jacket teeth? What the hell? What's their bite strength on these sons of bitches?
What is the one thing worse than a spider rocking armor-piercing rounds that can
Yeah,
send
exactly.
you to heaven with same-day delivery? A bigger spider rocking the same perk setup.
Nah, what the hell?
Right. Australian scientists have found a brand new species of this funnel web that is even bigger. How
What
much
the hell?
bigger?
Which
well,
one?
The standard Sydney funnel web grows to around 5 centimeters or 2 inches. And I mean, if you're asking me, 2 inches is more than enough. 2 inches is actually fucking
for a
huge.
spider.
By comparison, this is the
Nah,
new
bro.
one. It's
You gotta take that. You gotta take that shit. You gotta get like the what's it called, the goddamn Russian Bible video. You got the homunculus video, and just gotta go.
twice the fucking size, cunt. 4 inches of 8-legged menace to the animal kingdom. But that isn't even the best part. You see, do you know what they named this thing? Do you know what professional scientists
They named it Big Ass Spider.
named a supersized version of the most dangerous spider on the entire
Big Ass Spider.
planet? The Newcastle Big Boy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Spider on the entire fucking globe. Big Boy.
New Big
Only
Boy. Big Boy. Yeah, SpongeBob Big Guy Pants okay. Damn.
Platypus are weird, but I'm not sure you quite understand just how fucking weird. See,
I actually know how weird platypi are. They're like frogs. No, wait. They're like fucking like weird amphibians. Aren't they like an amphibian? Like they're like, oh no, they're mammals, right? No, wait. They're like the only mammals. There's some shit that can like lay eggs or some shit like that.
Basics. They lay eggs, they sweat milk, and they look like God hit randomizer on the spore creature.
Yes, they sweat milk. That's awesome.
But you see, mate, that's barely even scratching the surface of weird platypus features. First up, as is the qualifier for any Australian animal, did you know they're venomous? No.
Oh, that's right. They are venomous.
I'm not fucking with you. You heard me correctly.
I forgot they are. They have like little like barbs or something on them.
Venomous spurs on their hind legs. These spurs are multi-purpose, acting as defense from predators, as well as a tool for throwing hands with
that ain't right.
platypus during mating
That ain't right
season.
though. I always forget that they are venomous.
That doesn't mean that getting stung by them doesn't fucking suck. See, platypus venom can cause extreme pain.
Yeah, imagine getting stung by a platypus.
Not to fuck with them again. These effects can last for several months.
Several months. What the flub? Isn't there that one? I think this is also in Australia, and this might come up later in the video. I forget what the name of it is, but there's like a special tree. There's like a tree. I think it's in Australia where like it's about the same, where like the leaves or whatever, or there's a part of it that can like make you feel like pain for like months on end.
No treatment or anti-venom. So if Perry stabs
you,
your only option is to cry about.
There's like a tree or some shit down there.
Capabilities, I shit you not, platypus share the same hunting method as sharks. You see, that big-ass bill isn't just for show, as it contains enough surveillance equipment to make the CIA blush. Possessing the ability to sense changes in pressure in the water, but most importantly, containing electroreceptors that track electrical signals from muscle contractions made by their prey. Meaning that when whatever they're chasing starts quaking in fear, they know about it. And last but not least,
you just aren't allowed to feel fear in the presence of a platypus.
Platypus are fucking biofluorescent.
As in they can glow and shit?
They glow.
Yep.
If you hit these things with a black light, they go bright fucking green.
Okay, that looks like the fucking Grinch right there. Bro, looks like he's actually about to steal my presents from under the tree.
And the best part of that is, we have no clue why they do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess
Well, you don't need to.
Perry was a biblically accurate platypus, man. I give up, man. Who fucking designed this thing? Stepping on this rock could straight up paralyze you.
Yep.
That's because
Is it the snail? Is it the snail, the nautilus, the thingy, the snail, the harpoons?
one, it is also the most venomous fish in the ocean. Because
And the ugliest fish in the ocean. Dumbest, stupidest, ugliest ass fish in the ocean. Show an editor, aka me. Show a picture of bony-eared ass fish. Zoom in on that bitch.
of course it is. As if the fucking snakes and spiders weren't enough, now I can get packed up by a pet rock. But why is this Pokemon reject such a threat to my mental health? Well, you see, stonefish use their special venom for defense. However, unlike most other animals that do
obnoxious.
this little doesn't have the decency to dress like a neon sign to warn you. No,
he blends in, bro.
This bastard is a 6th prestige prop hunt veteran. Evolved some of the most impressive camouflage in the animal kingdom to make hunting easier.
Just don't step in the ocean.
Once they've set themselves up, they are basically indistinguishable from Patrick Starr's house. Now,
just never step down. Never step in the ocean.
The shallows on the beach, and that venom we talked about earlier is stored in these 13 giant, highly toxic spines that deliver venom when pressed on. You can probably see where I'm going. It's scary. Considering it's hard enough to spot these things while you're paying attention, if you were, say, on a romantic walk along the beach with one of the homies, and while distracted by his ethereal beauty, weren't paying too much attention to where you were walking,
you gotta wear like plate mail boots when you're going walking on the beach.
In the wrong spot, and step directly onto 13 hypodermic needles.
Yeah, look at that. Ugh, the ooey gooey shoot out inside of you.
Which would then deliver a ginormous dose of neurotoxin straight into your system. Oh, you thought it was normal venom? No. You see, these things maxed out the toxin skill tree, producing a mixture of 2 neurotoxins that can flatline you by collapsing your heart and lungs in under an hour.
Okay, so like, have we weaponized? Guys, sorry, it's the American in me coming out here. Have we weaponized the stonefish into creating blow darts?
Even if you survive, the sting still causes extreme pain, swelling, and tissue necrosis.
No!
This is Australia, where even the scenery is trying to one-shot me.
All right, guys, so what have we learned already instantly? Never go in the water in Australia. Basically, just if you're going to like be walking around in the wild in Australia, not just like going around like a city, you have to be wearing plate mail shoes, 2 bulletproof vests, front and back, like Onision, the Onion Boy himself. You have to wear like combat helmet and gloves.
This bird can straight hit you with a Mortal Kombat
cassowary.
Finish him.
Introduce.
And they fucking kick you with their big ass feet with massive ass claws. These guys are so scary.
And for once, guys, it's not venomous. Can still flatline you though, and I'm going to tell you how.
Yeah, these guys got big ass feet.
These neon chickens belong to the same family of birds as the emu, and as such share their impressive size, coming in at a solid 79 kilos and growing up to
That's
6
crazy.
feet tall, meaning the short
Yeah,
kings
these
and
guys
wild
are
emus would,
dinosaurs.
in theory, mount these things like a chocobo. But what makes them stick out?
These guys are
from
actually
emus?
dinosaurs
Well,
still.
you see, the cassowary is basically.
And he's got a big ass head right there. He got like the Pope hat on right there.
Spec Ops emu, being twice the weight, highly territorial, and
Ew. He sounds like one of those like tubes like that you like stretch out and it goes
coming with a combat knife strapped to their foot. That's right, this is a cassowary claw, and it's the reason they can hit you with a fighting game finisher. You see, these claws are a
those guys are scary as hell.
5 inches long. And you know,
there are some knives that are illegal that can't be like 5 inches long. There's like that's like an illegal size for knives in some place.
5 inches, way too big for anything, and especially
that's what I'm
something
saying.
That's going inside me. And if you anger the tactical assault turkey, that is exactly what you're gonna get. Because their go-to defense method is to kick you square in the gut with that kitchen knife and attempt to disembowel you.
It's awesome that they have combat methods for just taking out people.
That kick is still going to send you flying, which can cause some fairly major problems. Problems like the incident that occurred in 2012, where I you not, a cassowary ran up behind a random tourist, hit the heavy attack button, and kicked the guy down a small cliff into the ocean.
Yeah, okay, so also, who's this motherfucker that's trying to fight a cassowary with a riot shield like this is Modern Warfare 2?
But the fact that I live in a country where at any point I could be hit with a sneak attack by a kaiju turkey is terrifying. Touching this plant will put you in the hospital.
Guys, this is the one I was talking about.
Gympie-gympie plant.
Yeah, the gympie-gympie plant. I thought it was a tree.
Surprising no one, not only is the thing venomous, it is in fact the most painful plant on the planet.
Yes, this guy. That's what I was talking about earlier.
The leaves down here have
We're coming back to it.
Growing in the rainforests of northern Queensland, these hell bushes are
this is what I was talking about.
Hairs.
Yeah, but this takes like forever to go away. It's just a horrible pain.
Needles waiting to stab you and break off inside your skin if you so much as brush them. Once inside you, these needles will inject you with, I am not kidding, neurotoxin and cause absolutely excruciating pain. I mean, like comedic levels of pain. With one person describing it as being covered in hot acid and electrocuted, and another woman saying that it was straight up more painful than childbirth, and she'd given birth 4 times. And the fucked up part is, the neurotoxin isn't even lethal. So this spiteful cunt of a plant is hurting you purely for the love of the game.
Yes.
People saying getting stung by this thing is actually worse than being
Coyote Peterson.
drowned. This is because Groot's little hellspawn cousin here can continue hurting you for literal years.
Yeah,
after
years.
Being stung. This is because
That ain't
those
right.
thousands of little hypodermic needles are actually made out of silicon, meaning your body can't break them down. And with how thin
Oh, that's just awesome. Oh, that's the coolest part right there, is your body can't break down the needles, so they just keep fucking getting you.
Close up over the top of them, meaning that these neurotoxin-emitting slivers can sit
God.
inside your skin for literal years,
That's
releasing your
no.
neurotoxin any time that they're moved or disturbed. This constant, chronic, agonizing pain is so unbelievably bad
That's
that there have
not
even been
good.
records of, trying not to get banned here, people Alt F4ing existence to make it stop. This particular incident came from a man who accidentally used one of the plant leaves as toilet paper.
Okay.
I don't think it gets much worse than neurotoxin to the nuts.
That ain't right, bro. Okay, listen. Anybody who had that happen to them, your decisions were 100% valid. That ain't right.
That forgot to go extinct.
Yes.
I am dead serious, and I cannot
But so are the
think of a croc
cassowaries.
species to better make my point than the saltwater crocodile, a species
Ew.
native to the land down under, and shocking absolutely no one.
But those guys are big as hell.
Can and will eat you. You see,
Yep.
keeping on theme
Yep.
with the whole forgetting to go extinct thing, the salty stat spread just feels like something that should have been patched out with the rest of Jurassic Park.
Those guys are big.
Starting with their ridiculous size. You see,
Yeah.
salties are the largest reptile on the planet, coming in at a total of 19
feet. 19 feet! Imagine if he could stand up. Just imagine it for a second. Imagine this guy, vertical, 2 legs, stomping at you. And then, you're done. You're gonna piss yourself and you're gonna cry. That guy's going to get you.
With a maximum weight of 1,100 kilos, which makes this murder lizard
I want to drop him on a car.
longer than my f***ing car. And the f***ed up part is
That ain't right.
despite being longer than my ute,
Actually,
they are, for some reason,
Godzilla if he could get
absolute
vertical.
masters of stealth. You see, crocs are ambush predators, which is a scientific way of saying they are dirty f***ing campers. See, they've got 2 raised eyes that sit on the top of their heads, which means they can submerge their Ford Falcon-sized frame basically entirely under the water without...
Yeah, well, he's not doing a good job right there. Honestly, he might be doing a good job because I know he's there, maybe. Maybe I wouldn't be able to see him if he was there. If I didn't know he was there.
They are really difficult to see, which...
That guy would die. That guy would have killed me. I'd be dead. I wouldn't see that guy. I would not see that guy. That guy, I'd die.
Very easy to walk just a little
I would be 100% dead.
And, get bitten in half by that hydraulic press they call a mouth.
Dude, I think they actually do, fucking, they do not,
That's right. Just like any good camper, these scaly arseholes are packing a one-shot in the form of one of the highest bite forces.
Yeah, what's the pressure on that? Tell me the PSI on that.
Putting out a maximum of 3,700 PSI of force through their jaws.
That's more than 17 shotgun bullets straight to your ass.
To put that into context,
ow! Why'd he hit him like that?
Force through their jaws.
Why'd he hit him like that?
To put that into context, your skull will crack at 1100 psi, so a croc would pop your head like a watermelon. And if you don't immediately get folded by the first bite, those jaws will latch onto you as the croc begins a death roll, spitting its ton of body weight like a washing machine until whatever part of you it has decided to eat snaps off and is added to its protein goals.
Yep, that's fair. That's like, isn't that like one of the methods that you're supposed to do with the croc? Is that if you are got, you have to commit to the roll with it. If you try and fight the roll, you're losing the body part. But there's a chance that if you roll with it, that you might get to keep it.
But the best thing about the crocodile is their build is so fucking good. They have genuinely been around with very little evolutionary change for 65 million years.
Yeah.
Which means I grew up watching Steve Irwin wrestle dinosaurs for fun. Rest in peace, you absolute legend. Koalas
and he did. And the crocs aren't even what got him.
In fact, Australia's fuzzy icon is probably...
These guys are actually like, I think koalas are up there with like the most surprising, most useless animals ever to exist, because all they are good at doing is eating eucalyptus, as far as I know. I think there was like zookeepers or like something like that, or like some sort of scientist that tried to feed koalas other food, and I think their bodies literally can't process anything other than eucalyptus, or they will die.
The dumbest thing on the planet. And that stupidity starts with their diet, because of all the things they could have chosen to eat, they chose to eat nothing but straight up poison. You see, koalas feed exclusively on eucalyptus leaves, which, shocking no one, are highly toxic. They are full to the brim with eucalypt oil, which is so poisonous that as little as 3.75 mil is enough to land you in the afterlife, with the Reaper asking you why the fuck you felt the need to eat a leaf. Why?
But don't we like, wait, is eucalyptus is the same one that we like shower with, you know, like eucalyptus oil and stuff like that for the good smellies, yum yum yum. But like, I didn't know eucalyptus was poison. I would have eaten that shit.
Highly flammable and burns like napalm, because Australia.
Okay.
Now, despite nature putting up this giant do not eat sign, that did not stop the koala, because he can't fucking read. This suboptimal bulk
these guys are dumb as hell.
Gives the koala all in the way of nutrition, but also requires their body to rest to filter out the toxins so they don't fucking cark it. Meaning they need
these
to
guys super suck.
18 hours a day.
Nah, bro.
In order to just digest their fucking food.
These guys super suck.
Spend most of their life in a food coma. That is, however, if they even get to the food to begin with, because they are so mind-numbingly brain dead that they will not
He's so dumb.
a eucalyptus leaf as food unless it is on the branch.
That's the one that I remember, is that they tried feeding the koalas because they were getting close to like dying out or something. So they tried to keep feeding them in captivity, but they wouldn't eat the eucalyptus leaves if they weren't on the trees, because they're like, well, this is where they are. This can't be
I could give this dumbass a lifetime supply of food, and if it wasn't on a stick, he would starve to death.
Yes.
It should come as no surprise to you at this point that the koala has such an esky temperature IQ that they literally have a smooth brain. The thoughts slide right off of this dumb cunt. I love him.
That guy sucks.